Hello students. Today we will discuss one practical which is methods in parasitology. Under parasitology we always study about different type of human parasites. Parasites are classified as protozoa, helminths. Under helminths there are further classifications like nematodes, cystodes, trematodes. So today we are going to study the stool examination. So how we do stool examination? We know there are many intestinal parasites that causes complications, and we make the diagnosis of these complications by the presence of their eggs or ova in the stool sample. So for this we need fresh stool sample. So in this practical we will learn how a wet mount of stool is prepared and how we observe them. I will also show you some slides wherein I will demonstrate you real eggs of parasites. So first thing first, what are the materials that we need? And then what are the preparing methods? So first is we will discuss the materials, then preparing wet mount and examining wet mount. So this whole practical will consist of these major steps. Now here you can see, and in the picture also it's very clear. So these are the requirements. So this is a test which does not take many things as requirements, and you can perform the test using them. So microscopic glass slide. So the box over here you see is the glass slide box. Cover slips. You have cover slips here. Then sodium chloride solution. You need sodium chloride solution. You can call it normal saline also. You need a wooden stick to pick up the stool sample. You need a fresh stool sample. You can see over here you have a container. Inside the container you have a fresh stool sample from patient. Remember the stool sample has to be fresh because certain eggs and ova they will not be visible if the stool sample is old. And of course while doing all the tests you need gloves. You have to protect yourself also, so you should always wear gloves. Now okay, so here we use a clean microscopic slide. So you can see in this picture we are taking out a clean microscopic slide from the slide box. If you have the slide in the slide box but still it is not very clean, you can always clean the slide with a piece of cotton. Now here you can see that after we have taken the slide, we are putting 1 drop of the sodium chloride solution or the normal saline on the slide. Now here you can see that we have picked up the stool sample. You can see the amount of stool sample on the wooden stick. So we have picked up the stool sample here from the wooden stick, and always make sure that you mix the sample properly before taking up, because some parasite eggs are very heavy, they used to sink in the bottom. So make sure that you mix it properly with the stick and then take the stool sample. Now in this video you can see how they are mixing it, how they are mixing the sample. The sample should be nicely emulsified in the normal saline. You can see here how the sample is being mixed. So it is very important not to leave any clumps and mix it properly, because if you don't mix it properly you will not get a uniform suspension and you will not see the right results. So mixing the stool to the normal saline properly is very important. Now this is one picture where I have shown you how you can make errors. So here what is the error? The error is you have picked up too much stool sample. So you have taken up too much stool sample over here. So that's why uh, we have written here too much stool, so it's a mistake. So make sure, I'll show you the previous picture. Yeah, here you can see that this is the real amount of uh, stool that you are supposed to take. For 1 drop of normal saline, you are supposed to take this amount of stool. Now you compare it with this. This is too much, way too much. This will not give you any egg or ova under the microscope. Even if egg or ova is present, it will not help you to view or visualize those under the microscope. Now, now we have, after we have mixed the stool along with the normal saline, we have to take a cover slip and we have to very carefully place the cover slip over the glass slide. So here they are placing the cover slip over the glass slide. You have to make sure that you don't make any air bubbles. Now, examination of helminth ova. So first you have to focus. Your slide is ready. In the last step, after putting the cover slip, your slide is ready. Now you don't have to do anything. Your slide is ready for examination. Now after your examination is over, you have to put it under the microscope. So under the microscope, you have to look for X and ova. But you will, as soon as you put the slide under the microscope, you will not see the egg or ova immediately. You have to first focus. You should always know how to focus a microscope, especially when you are going to detect parasites, X or ova. You cannot hurry. You have to have patience and you have to scan the whole slide for X and ova. So you should always use 10x. First you use 10x to locate if any egg or ova is there or not. Once you see something that resembles egg or ova, then you can go to 40x or 100x and identify, mainly 40x actually. So you can go to 40x and identify the features of the egg properly. So you see here how they are pressing the cover slip. You can see how they are pressing the cover slip and removing excess normal saline. I will show you once more. Okay, so here you see they have put the cover slip and with the help of tissue they are wiping off excess fluid. So after this your slide is ready to be examined under the microscope. Now some microscopes have 50x objective, so you can observe the X or ova under 50x objective also. Like example, here you can see Entamoeba coli cyst. This what you see over here is Entamoeba coli cyst. So that's how you can see them. So this was the procedure. So now going back to how these organisms will look under the microscope. So we will see under the microscope how these organisms are going to look. So I have here some slides from different parasites. So here you can see this square. This square is actually the microscopic field. Okay, and from this we can enlarge the size. So now I am going to show you one by one the most important parasite eggs. So the most common is Ascaris lumbricoides. Okay, so I'll show you how Ascaris lumbricoid eggs look under microscope. So this over here you see is a Ascaris lumbricoid egg. Over here also you can see Ascaris lumbricoid egg. So these structures you must learn and you must know from the books. You have to see, you have to draw, practice and identify them, because if you don't know what the structure of a particular egg looks like of a particular parasite, you'll never be able to identify. You'll be looking the field and you don't know what you are looking for, then you'll never be able to recognize. So this is how the Ascaris lumbricoid eggs look like. These structures are always present in your books, so you should go to books and see, learn about the structure. So this is the fertilized egg of Ascaris lumbricoides. Let me show you unfertilized egg if it is present. So here, okay, again we have a fertilized egg over here, but this one is very clear, more clear than the last one. So you can see in the stool. This is how a stool microscopy looks like. All these things you can see is the stool particle, the debris. Okay, and this over here is a Ascaris lumbricoid egg. After this practical, you must learn how each and every egg of various parasite looks like. So now this is how it looks. Scaris lumbricoid. Then let's see Trichuris trichura. I'm showing you the very common eggs which are always present as human pathogen. You see Trichuris trichura over here. This is the egg of Trichuris trichura. Trichuris trichura is known for its barrel shape. So this is a very typical barrel shaped egg. Inside you will have the embryo, and both the sides, both the poles of the egg will have this kind of structure called mucoid plug. If you see this side and this end, something of white color is present here. This is called mucoid plug. So this is Trichuris trichura egg. Let me see if I can show you something else also. Okay. So here again you have a Trichuris trichura egg. So this is how you examine your stool slides. Okay, so once you prepare your slide, you should always see I'm increasing the magnification only when I'm able to spot. If I increase the magnification, that it becomes difficult for me to search. So always bring down your magnification to 10x and then locate what you see. Okay, I see something here, but I'm not able to identify what it is. Now that you have located your egg, now you increase the magnification. You have increased the magnification, and now I see a better morphology. I see the mycoid plugs, I see the typical barrel shape. Now I can say this is an egg of Trichuris trichura. Okay, now going back to 10x, and yeah, again I see something over here, and I'm going to enlarge it, and yeah, I see something with a barrel shape. I see mucoid plugs, and this is typical of Trichuris trichura egg. Now let us try Enterobius vermicularis. Enterobius vermicularis is also known as pinworm. Pinworm is very common in children. So okay, Enterobius vermicularis. Okay. So before I focus you, I will tell you Enterobius vermicularis looks like D shape. The egg shape is plano-convex or D shape, and inside that D shape is the embryo. So you see something plano-convex here. You see one side is slightly flatter than the other side here also. Okay. So there are two eggs of Enterobius vermicularis over here. Okay, I'll just enlarge it. Okay. Now in the enlarged picture, you see, like I said, they are D shape. So you see this side is slightly planar or flatter, and this is more rounder. So this is Enterobius vermicularis, and if you see something is there inside, so that is the embryo inside the egg. So these two are Enterobius vermicularis. So let me again go down to 10x and see if any more Enterobius vermicularis is there in the slide. Oh yes. So you see in this quadrant, hmm? You see something like this, which you saw earlier. Now let's go and enlarge it. And yes, you saw two more eggs of Enterobius vermicularis. Okay, so the main thing is that you have to be very clear about the morphology, because it will be there right in front of your eyes, and if you don't know the morphology, you'll never know what you are looking for. So you should know the shape and everything uh, about the parasite. So yeah, this again here is a Enterobius vermicularis egg. You can see this is Enterobius vermicularis egg. So it's um, this virtual lab. Here we have virtual microscope, so it's very easy to identify. Let me show you some more. One more Strongyloids stercoralis. Okay, so let us go and see Strongyloids stercoralis. So on the label. Okay, so in the stool sample, okay, apart from the parasite, you will see many undigested parts also. So you see plant cell. You see something like this and get confused that this must be a parasite or something. No, it is not parasite. It is undigested plant cell. Okay, this is a parasite. This is the larva of Strongyloid stercoralis. You see here. Then again here you see a larva of Strongyloid stercoralis. So you must know how to prepare the slide. Once you have prepared the slide, you should know what are the different morphologies, and you should know um, how you are going to examine the slide. So this was your wet mount, stool wet mount practical. I hope you have learned how to make a wet mount, and what are the different things that you should take care of and while observing the slides. Okay, so I'm going to go back and quickly tell you how to do the procedure once more. Just quickly summarize. So what we do is we take fresh tool, and we have to perform a stool examination. We have to perform the wet mount. So we are going to do wet mount now. So these are the requirements: normal saline, fresh stool sample, wooden stick, slides, cover slip. Now you take out a clean slide. You need a clean slide. Take one drop of normal saline, and then with the help of a wooden stick, you pick out a small amount of stool, and do not pick out too much of stool, because and then you mix it. Okay, you are mixing here with the um, normal saline. Then this is a mistake. You have taken too much stool sample. This is way too much. Now you are supposed to place the cover slip. After you place the cover slip, you can examine it under the 10x of the microscope. Okay, here they are showing how they are going to put the cover slip. So they press the cover slip, and if any extra fluid comes out, that will be wiped off using the tissue paper. After that, examination. You can do the examination, and that I have already shown you different types of eggs that you come across. uh, for the last time again I will show you example. So when you have your slide, you have to put it into 10x, and then try to locate if you see anything that looks like a parasite egg. And this is how it will look if you see something, because this looks like an egg. As soon as you see something that looks like an egg, okay, now you increase the magnification and see a bigger picture, and then you can understand the morphology, you can identify it and give your report. Thank you so much. I think you have learned about stool microscopy, and for any doubts, please ask me your doubts in the comment box, and I will definitely clarify it. Thank you so much for watching.